Hello guys, how is everyone? Yes, hello. Hello everyone. Sorry, it's so dark. Usually there's no ambient light behind me, that's why, I think. I did prompt you Monday. Hello everyone! General reading for your search. Well, I think you should enjoy your life at the moment and work on your little tiny things as well. So it's enjoying your life right now, but know that you need to work on some things. Okay. So, and then it is Sunny. Well, we'll have a... Hello, Surge baby. Hello, Leo. How's everyone going? Thank you for not spamming chat. Okay, so angel message for you, Sunyu, is to work on something that you find addictive. There is some self-addicting behaviors right now for you, and you need to kind of erase them or eradicate them from your life. Hello, Dino. Okay, so Isiante says general reading for the next 10 days. Okay, so yeah, okay. So it's telling you that you are confident, you are earning money, just keep on doing what you're doing. Sayante. So just keep on being confident because your money is coming to you. And Leo says, have I already met my future husband? Hello, Manisha. Will she not be my future wife? Good question. I will find out. Will I have a happy love life with Karen? No, I don't think so, because there is this doggedness, determinist, stuck feeling for you, and also the overwhelmed decision making and not having enough options. So I don't think that this is going to work out. So I don't think that you're gonna get your happy love life with Karen. Sorry, Manisi. So Leo, give me 1 second. We're up to Leo right now. I have not. I'm on you right now. You've got to listen or we're going to have a hard time. Have I already met my future husband? I think this is a sign that you're too young, so immature. So that possibly means that you have not met your future husband yet, because it says that you're too young for these kind of, well, not to develop this kind of relationship yet. So I don't think so. Sorry. Leo. Will she not be my future wife? Says Deanna. Okay, so yes, I think so. Sheena will be your future wife because that they mean the world to you. So yes, I would say so. Sis, when will I meet my future husband, please? It's the same. I think that you're just too young at the moment to develop this relationship. So I would say approximately 3 to 4 years. I would guess based on that. Prinyaka says, what's Kay's current thoughts about me? No worries. Thank you, Rupal. Give me a second. If you've just come in, give me a second and then I can work on the rest of them. Okay, so what's Kay's current thoughts about you? that you're slightly a little bit more go with the flow kind of person. You don't tend to be one of those people that tends to have a plan, tends to be very stuck in their ways, which is great. So Minicia says, was coming towards my sister Pranyaka in July and August. So there is this bit that she's going to get something in her life, something good. But there's also this bit that she's also blocking some manifestation happening. Which means that she'll have good things coming to her, but she needs to realize that she does deserve the good things that come into her life. Kanya was the worst of what's this ending? Possibly that you'll realize that you're surrounded by people that can help you. That you have your very positive friends and family, and you'll realize that even though it felt really bad year, you could still rely on other people. So I feel like you'll get closer to your friends and family. So it is Mom. Thank you for everyone just asking one question at the moment, just so I can get through the rest of chat. I love you guys. And not spamming. Thank you. So what's coming for me, says Mum Money in this. You need to realize that you're holding on to something really strongly. And there's a attachment or a fear not to let go. It's like you get on a roller coaster and you're just holding on for dear life. There is this bit where you might need to just relax and stop gripping so hard onto things. It's not like a fear, yeah, but it is that you need to let go of some things. Prayanaka Yankia. Pray. I am going to get to your point that I remember your names very well. What is regarding about our connection? There's something that you've said that's not made them feel very happy with you, and it was in the past, it wasn't recent. Possibly comes up in conversation, and you might need to realize that they're not always happy because they still think of this thing. So it's hard because a lot of times we can offend someone and we really hasn't done anything wrong. So will Johnny get back in my life? I don't think so. I feel like there was too much of a thing. There was the wisest decision was to split. Also, you did have a certain amount of immaturity in the relationship, but he treated you very sarcastically and meanly and very rude sometimes. Whether you like it or not, sometimes, yeah, you could get back together. It's not like it's impossible. So there is this possibility of him coming back in life, but it seems like your immaturity coupled with how he treated you wasn't okay. Tanchi, of course you can. Give me a second. I'm up to RuPaul now. So, hello. My question is, when will Arnold contact RuPaul for conversations? It's hard to say because I think in some ways there is that they're dissatisfied with the quality level of like conversing, and you might be oblivious to some things that they say in chat. The thing, so they're throwing out like, okay, well maybe there's some things in this conversations that I'm not particularly happy about, and you're oblivious. So it might be that they're feeling upset emotionally and you just don't understand what's going on with their emotions. So okay, so Sparkle is the next one. Will Pisces give commitment to me? Well, this is interesting. This could either be that they come to you for commitment, or you realize that you are independent on your own and to enjoy it. Like, don't give them don't give them space that they become your everything. You're very good at being independent, fiercely independent person, and so therefore just keep on going on with your life, and when they come, they will come. If they don't, you just go, nah. You wasted my time. What is MD not talking to me? When will he contact? It's kind of hard because he is thinking about contacting you, but at the same time there is this kind of bit that he's kind of racing off with his life. So it's hard because I think you're in the back of his mind, but maybe he forgets every time he finishes the thing. Every day he finishes and then he's like, oh wait, I should have called that person. Will I meet my twin flame next year? I don't think so. This is the bit where this guy is just skittish all the time, and upside down he's even more so. So I wouldn't say next year. My name is Dull. Will I be able to score one than 70 percentile on my exam? Says Ace Gaming. No worries. Mary, what were you saying recently too? So it will... Yeah, I think so. I think that it will be offered to you, but you have to take that possibly. It might be hard because it might be very close to 70, and you might need to try harder next time, because if you're only just passing your exams, this might be a problem in the future. But yeah, you will pass 70. Will Portia be your future wife? Gabriel. Yeah, I think that it is a possibility. I feel like it's very close to you. You just need to keep putting that work in. Because over time, we all think that person is going to be ours, no matter what. And sometimes we just don't put in the work anymore. So, Gabriel, yes, for sure. So Shrek says, is there going to be a fight between Pallavi and Sijal? Give me a second to catch up with chat, guys. So if you have a question, just give me a space and time. Just come, and I will get to you very soon. Okay? I think there would be someone that lets go. So if Sijal sees you with this person, they'll let go. So they kind of give up. It's fine. Hello, Avinash. If anybody hasn't asked a question, just give me a second to catch up with chat, and then that means that I do it faster. Thank you for not spamming today, guys, because I have to read everybody's message, so that's hard. So what is Pisces thinking of you? They're kind of withdrawn from you at the moment. There's something that you said, possibly in anger. It might have been in a joking mood, but they interpreted it as angry, and they're kind of hiding away from you right now. So I don't know what you did, but you need to realize that that's the thing. No worries, Pinyaka. So Corvia says, may I know when V will contact me? Hello, Corvia, and hello, Prisha. V contact me. it's hard because you pulled a Fool card, which would mean don't worry about it. Hakuna Matata. Fools are going through their lives not having a worry and not having a care in the world. So it's more like the cards are like, it won't matter. I don't know. They're like sitting there going, the more that you stress about this, the more that you wind yourself up, you're not going to make yourself feel better. So they're more like saying calm and Hakuna Matata on this. So possibly whenever they feel like they want to contact you. So Barbara says, yes, of course you can, Barbara. Anybody that, just give me a second to catch up with chat and then we'll ask the next set of questions, please. Prisha says, when will I meet my life partner? It's hard because you're going to have a life fall down. So sometimes when you're younger, you set your dreams, you set your aspirations, and it might be like the first time that you meet a kind of certain amount of your life not measuring up. But it's also like, it's telling you not to worry about it and enjoy it while it is. Don't stress. So it seems like it might be when you're like mid-20s to early 30s, or yeah, I would say about that. If you're older than that, it's possibly because you're just so young. Teddy, how does V Libra feel about me? Was it some misunderstanding? Well, you've got the Hierophant, so therefore it was that you said some things that they agree with. They think that you're quite wise, so even though they're like thinking that they're possibly right a little bit, that you did have some good points. So, Teddy. So, Alfred Kyote. Hello, Alfred. Will Steve get the loan? We will be going back tomorrow. I'm starting another stream tomorrow about this time. So, I live in the UK, so we're going to be doing that about 5 o'clock. Will Steve get this loan? I don't think so. I think his credit was not good enough. But I think also he's going to be able to lean on some family. So I think that this is aunt or something of his that is independent or single or something. There is a female family member that he can ask for, but yeah, I don't think so because I think his credit is just not good. So Richa says, what is PS thinking about me? Will he contact me? So this is Richa's. He's kind of in a little bit of a conflict right now. So he is thinking about you, but he's kind of like, will they like me? It's like one of those things that he's overthinking this. So you might need to contact him. Whether you like it or not, you might have to bite the bullet and contact him instead. So Priya says, what is AJ's current feelings towards me? Please don't spam because it means that I can easily reply straight back to you. So Priya is, what's AJ's feelings towards you? It's a little bit overwhelming right now. He's kind of really chaotic in himself. He might need to calm down. So it might be that he's obsessed more than anything. So sometimes with first contacts, people can get in an obsession thing. Then they're not loving, or they're not like attracted to you. They're obsessed. So if I make a romantic relationship with S, then how many people will know that relationship in the future? Well, this is the sign of having kids if you're talking about a relationship, and this one is about good things in your life. So I think that it's possibly that everyone will know, because I think they will become your long-term partner. So Niha says, "Hey, may I know why Lakshay is not talking to me?" Thank you guys for being so patient with me. Can you hold on for your questions just a little bit so I can try to get down to the end of the chat? So he's scared. He's kind of retreated away from the world. He's not completely scared, but he's kind of in his withdrawal phase. So he's kind of possibly finds that relationships and stuff are quite draining. So he's taking time out to just retreat into a safe space. So Lord Welb says, how will I meet my future wife? No worries, Shania. So how will you meet your future wife? That's kind of weird because this one's actually chaos and this one's the world. So this is kind of weird because there might be a part of your life that just completely, like, it could be now that you're trying to kind of keep your life in order, like most of us. Like, I would say, like, most of us, at least 50% would draw this card because of the world being the way it is right now. But I think that they'll come in when you least expect. I would say about now, actually. Because the world is like what it is. So I would say that it's to do with whatever's falling down in your life right now. So if it is that you need to talk to things and stuff, okay, so thank you, money. So yeah. Sunny's current attentions and next action towards me. Thanks. Thank you guys for looking after me. I definitely appreciate it there. So it's hard because this is a breakup card. This is kind of heartbreak in general. They're also scared. I don't know why. It's like maybe you're being very dependent on them and they're kind of scared of that. They can't deal with the dependence that you rely on them way too much. So this could be a choice for you, is that do you feel like you're depending on them? They might be getting a little bit squashed in that, and you might need to find ways to keep yourself occupied, to keep your time more like full. It must be a thing. Mary, I didn't see a question. Sorry, Mary. If you can post your thing, please let me know. If you've already posted, don't worry. I'm scrolling down my chat like this. No, I think it's going to take longer, actually. So it'll be quite a while. It might be delayed. It's kind of resting in your stomach right now. It really doesn't want to come out. It's going to be a long-term baby. So So DT says, when will I meet Parker A in person? Thank you for everyone looking after me. I'm thinking of getting Nightbot so we can kind of have that bit where people don't have to copy and paste, do not spam. But thank you. Thank you. Love hearts to everybody. Okay, so will you meet Parquet in person? It's hard because this is confusing me. I would say that you need to figure out how to meet him. Because I don't think if you're walking around right now going, I'm going to meet this person, you're going to meet this person. You need to engineer a way that you're going to meet this person. Because I think waiting on the corner street is not going to help you. So, yeah. You said... maybe. Mary, I didn't understand why you said maybe. There was no, it didn't seem like that was a question. Sorry. Can you just put it again? Thank you. So Zamara, it's okay. Give me 1 second because I need to go down to the end of chat. So, what is Adil's feelings towards me after they missed call? What is he thinking about me? He thinks that you're kind of like scatterbrained right now. Like maybe pocket dialed him. That's kind of what I feel is like the scattered energy of it. So it's like one of those things that he hasn't called you back because he wonders why you would call him. So he's thinking that you dialed him by accident. What's F's current feelings towards me, says Sarah. Hello, Sunflower. I want to know what's Mary's question. Give me a second, Mary. I'll see if I can find your question. Because that kind of made me sad that I haven't answered that. Yeah, so Mary, can you place it at the end of chat? Sorry. Thank you guys for deleting your messages as well. So then I can actually figure out where I am in the thing. So it was F's current feelings towards me right now. It's kind of hard because this is a confusing message. I think there's something that you did or said that wasn't particularly great. And they want kind of a little bit of time to decide whether or not they want to continue this current relationship with you. I would say that that's definitely it. They're also kind of looking forward to if this is case. Like, this is just a decision, I think, between both of you, whether or not this is going to happen. Or not. There is some really good things to come from this. So I think if you treat this person kindly, wisely, fairly, you're always enthusiastic around them, and you sometimes apologize for actions that might intentionally hurt them, then you will go through this phase that you will get what you want. Because this is a death card, but I don't think this is the end of this. I feel like this would move into another beautiful, glorious cycle of you both being together. So, I am going good. Thank you, Sunflower. So, Ada says, how does Andrew and my spiritual views differ? It's weird because, like, I was thinking as soon as I saw this, that you are slightly more pagan, or like something very different to the normal norms of Christianity or mainstream beliefs. And that's interesting, because I was thinking that that's an interesting way. I don't think they understand it. They would not go to get it at all. They might leave you alone for this, so even if they're attracted to you, they might not understand it. So it's not like it's going to have a problem, but they're just going to be like, right, they're doing this, run away. Well, they won't run away, not they'll leave the house and come back. But like, I'm successful with my current career choice. Yes, I think so, but you might, there's this thing, sunflower. I think that is of endless opportunities here for you. So yes, you will become successful, but it's not going to be a creative field. So it's going to be kind of frustrating for you, because you'll be doing other things for other people and not creating anything. So therefore it might be that you're drafting things for other people, and you'll be like, well, I don't get to do the creative stuff. So sometimes this is a problem. So yeah. So Alexia, I hope that you put down your question. Did Mary get... Okay, so Mary, I will answer yours. I know that we have to scroll back up, but then I will do this. Can we slow down chat for a little bit? Is that okay? Just wait about 2 minutes, please, so I could get into that. Did he... I think there might have been some emotional cheating. So it wasn't physical. No. I feel like there was this bit that he didn't feel like he was getting treated in a appropriate emotional manner, and you weren't really helping him with his feelings. So it was not a physical cheating, but it was like emotional cheating, like and he's struggling with a lot of things right now, so that has not helped. Okay. So yeah, so no worries, I'm glad I could help so many people. Will a Taurus reach out to me, says Yogurt. I hope that helped, Mary. I'm so sorry that you had to wait that long. Okay, so it's hard because I think you both are really having a hard time with money right now, and because of the money issues, it's kind of slowly kind of branching you out, because this is interesting, because this is the King of Pentacles, this is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So usually this means that you both have financial issues to you. It's like both have the issues at the same time, and money is important to you, so that's hard. I feel like that's a really hard thing at the moment, and so therefore they might not reach out to you because you're both stressed stressed about money. Okay, so Isambla says general reading for August, please. I think some things that you've said no to are coming back as choices, and you might reconsider them, because they might come with some really good perks that you hadn't thought of before. So if there's opportunities that come back to you that you said no to, say yes to them this time. They are supposed to be in your life for a reason. So sometimes when we get offered something, we say no without really truly understanding it, and that would be a good thing for you to do, Sunblower. So So Victoria says, how does P feel about me? Was that? I think I did that. Yeah. Did I? Okay, we'll do it again. Thank you, Sunflower and Corvia, for me. So I think there was just like maybe a bad day for this person, Victoria. And they're just like trying to cope with so many things, control everything. And so therefore they didn't realize, and they might have had a different tone of voice or something to you that they don't normally have. And it's just because they had a really bad day. So I'm sorry about that, Victoria, but it was that thing. I would say that I think I pulled for you the Hierophant before. So sometimes when you say the question again, I've already answered it. So sometimes, guys, just once. So then you can track it, so you can listen. So yeah, you had the Hierophant as well. So yeah. So Sunflower. You guys don't repost or listen to Corvia. They won't. By the way, thank you. Aww. Will I get married? It's hard because I think that for you, you're going to have this really beautiful life. You will possibly get... It's hard because I think that for you is, what does marriage mean to you? This is a question for you that you need to answer for yourself. What does marriage mean to you? Because it's like looking out and going, oh yeah, I need to find someone to love me, is different from getting married. And I think that's a very important question to ask yourself. But it looks like you're going to have a really awesome life, full of adventures and travels. So I feel like you're going to get someone that's adventurous like you, even if you're like, I have never left the country. I think they'll be really spontaneous, and you'll like that they like the ideas that you're putting out. So yes, I don't know whether it's going to be a traditional marriage, butterfly, but you will have a partner. Amanda, hello Amanda. Okay, so Amanda says, how are you today? Good to see you reading for us again. And tomorrow, guys, this is actually a promptu stream. As you see, there is nothing behind me. I had to actually pack that up, so you get to see my lovely boxes before I move. So it's not today, it's tomorrow. So, will you have kids? I think so, because I feel like this has a teenage son energy vibe. Like, oh, I got caught out by Bob again. So I think this is like your son here. But I think in general, like, yeah, I feel like this is going to be one of those things that you'll do a lot and then you'll have a child. So I think maybe you'll be a little bit older when you have kids, but don't worry, don't panic. But you'll have that. I feel like it's teenage son vibes. Hello everyone, Sarishi and Ashley. Thank you guys for slowing down chat. It's made it so much easier. So just wait about 5 minutes before you post your questions so I can get down to the bottom chat. So ends feelings for me, his contact with me next month. You are a rebel without a cause. You tend to choose your own direction. He is very oblivious, and he's got a just take time to get out of his own headspace. Will there be offered? I don't know. I think you'll possibly get some contact, but not the contact that you want. So it could be that you're either busy or he's totally oblivious and calling you. So he's having a hard time. I feel like he's just like, oh no. Does the June Scorpio still remember me? I think he does. But he's also struggling that you parted ways in not good terms. There was something that is still tying him to this kind of past relationship, whether it's friends or whether it's like more than friends. It still kind of affects him every now and again, because there is sometimes attachments that still get like when you're still giving someone that your energy, whether you like it or not, because that is the thing. So Christy, the nurse hasn't come to the location. I work in lie. What the lies have Shannon spread back to her. Is she scared of me too? Does Shannon, the entire company, hate me and other persons? What would I say? There is a thing that you have ticked other people off. I don't think this is intentional. I would say that if you were possibly, and I'm assuming, I just thought of this and this popped in my head, was if you were on the autistic spectrum and you cannot understand other people's faces or how to interact with them, sometimes you give off this vibe of not caring, and you look like you just don't care about other people. And this can be a hard thing because even other people that are not on the spectrum have trouble with interacting with people. It's normal to have kind of misunderstandings, but what would I say? You gotta keep control of you in general. I don't think that this feeling of them being angry or upset with you, they're not angry and upset at you. They're possibly angry and more annoyed sometimes because you don't do what they expect you to do, and that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, it's just like keep control over your space and don't worry about them because, yeah, Christy. Thank you, Colvia, for being awesome. So when, ma'am, will I become a tarot reader this month? I think that you will. It's going to be slow going. I also find that it's very hard because you have so many different ways to read cards. So sometimes I read pictures, I read also the meanings of the cards as well, and I also read reversals. They're all very hard in general to get down. So I think you will start, but it will be slow progress. And don't be upset if you don't get a lot of people coming to you in your first month. It's okay. It's fine. It happens to everyone. It's okay. It's okay. But I would love if you Sahashini, if you get my email, just email me and we'll swap a tarot reading, a proper one. I would love that. So S says hello, true feelings and intentions of Riz towards me. Also, if you do have eBay in your country, feel free to advertise on eBay. I do, because it's an online thing, an online place that most people advertise on. So that's a good one. What's S's says S true feelings and intentions of Riz towards me. That's good. I think that they are very, very positive. They are trying to show that they care. They want to invest money into you, or they see the value of investing into you. There is this bit that they want to treat you like they want to treat themselves. So there is the Justice card as well. And they're just enjoying their vibrant energy with you. So that's good. Third, Enchantress become a singer. Thank you guys for slowing down chat. If you can wait about 2 minutes or 5 minutes to post a question, it means that I can get through everybody. So would you become a singer? I think it's going to be hard because you might be working with an immature voice right now, and you might have to take vocal classes for a little bit. But yeah, I think that is mostly positive. It's going to be a little bit of hard work, but if it's something that you really enjoy, go for it, okay? Game ER. Hello. Will my ex come back in a relationship? No, I think they've gone. They moved on. They're physically moved as well. So I don't think so. Okay, so Shrek after this. No worries, Sunflower. So after this Shrek, can you wait quite a while just to ask me another question? Yeah, I think that this person will be fine. So will your situation with Seagel be fine after the Pallavi incident if it happens? I think that it will be good because there'll be fresh air. They might be upset with you for a little bit, but it's generally like you'll be like, oh, it happened. It finally happened, and now it's done. Sunflower, I hope that you can find some creative work. I know how hard it is to start something. Will I meet P again within 6 months? Yes, of course. Nalari, I will after Fabi's. Will I meet P again in 6 months? I feel like they really... Even if you meet them, they might not take up what you've offered. They're just not particularly like... This cat's like bleh to this trait. So I don't think in general that they'll... Like, you might meet them, but they might have moved on or they're doing something like that. So, Natsulan? Okay, so your future spouse. I feel like when you meet them that you're going to be in this kind of bit where you're going to start the relationship very quickly. So therefore it's going to fall apart for a little bit for both of you. And that might be good because it might mean that you kind of rebuild with what you guys actually want. I feel like he's going to be slightly a spender. So he's going to be like living for the present. He's a very present focused person. So sometimes you might be like, where did all the money go? Or where did the rum go? Depending on whether he's pirate or not. I am joking, but where did all the rum go? But he's going to be quite, I think, a charismatic person. Very, very much like agile, just like out and about, possibly I feel like a runner or something like that with the ribbon. It kind of feels like more athletic, I guess. How does he treat you? I think he'll treat you very well, but he might be a little bit of like, oh honey, I spent this money again. You'll be like, Prignac, will I get my dream government job? It's hard because this is, if anyone knows the Raider White deck, this is the Four of Pentacles, which is where the people walking past in the snow and they look up, they're poor and they need shelter, and there's like the thing of the church, but they don't go inside, they just trudge on. And this is like this. I feel like it just won't be enough for you. I feel like you're going to still feel like you're not getting what you wanted. And this might be something that you need to think about, is like why you feel like this is going to be something not good enough. Rahul says, when will I reconcile with my wife? I think very soon, Rahul, because this is cooperation and just playing together. So I think that you'll both get back together. Also, I feel like you've kind of got yourself back, because I think when you left, or when you both got separated, I think you were in a reverse stage of King of Swords. So you were very sarcastic and you were quite mean sometimes with your words. Swords tend to be very mean with their words. And so therefore, I think you are actually back to normal now. Prignac, please guys don't spam. It just means that I have to go through a lot of the chat because I go straight down, so I do it slowly. So hello Jay, may I have a general please? I think that you think that your dreams are quite a reach, and I think that this bird, I want to tell you, this bird is your head. So whether you like it or not, your choice of this bird, or the distance between you and this bird, is all in your head. So you can jump as high as you want to get this. But if you don't choose that, if you think that it's too far away, you're never getting there. So Jay, you need to kind of think about your headspace, clear your headspace and go, yes, I can do it. Hello Isabella. Natrin, how does R see me? Okay, sorry Shrek. How does R see me? They find you a little bit too emotional. Is there something kind of not going on with your life that's kind of making you feel upset sometimes? Because they see the emotionality and they possibly can't deal with or can't help you with it. And you might need to figure out, is there something that you can fix, okay? Because or talk to someone. Sometimes it's hard when we try and reach out to someone that we really like. So will there be argument between Pallavi and Sejal after Pallavi sees me with Sejal? There's always going to be temptation for that fight. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you might have to think, okay, well, there's always going to be temptation there to kind of whether or not that like a Pahlavi sees you like and decides to beat up Seagel, it's gonna be something that's going to be a temptation, yes. So Isabella says, will I live with a loved one in a new home in August? I actually have a friend named Isabella. I think you will, but there's like a hard part where, how would I put this? That you might decide that you have different priorities in life, or you see each other differently after this move. And that might be hard because this is going to be frustrating. This might be that wake-up call in a relationship where you actually have to work harder. Because there's always that bit where you might sit there and go, wait, I've never realized this about them. And sometimes new things are different and scary and frightening, but you should realize that this might be some way of getting closer to this person. But I think that it will be, yeah, you will definitely move in, and yeah, I think that you will enjoy it there. So I think in general, when you have those arguments, realize that you're seeing someone different in a second. Like in that move, you'll see them differently, and that's okay. Except that you'll see them differently and love the new parts of them. Don't squash them. Will SS5I looked attractive when we read next time? Oh, I think that you're kind of putting your self-onus on whether you're attractive or not. And I think that the whole idea is that someone can be attractive even if they're naked. It's about confidence. It's about being funny, charismatic. There's a lot of things that can make a guy very attractive or girl very attractive without being about their clothes or about their looks. Weirdly enough, like possibly Danny DeVito knows that. Not that he's bad looking, but he's not my type for sure. Sabine, did I skip you? Can you? Who am I on? Okay, so we were actually asking you. I didn't ask that question. Okay. Hunger. Okay, I got your question, Sabine. Give me a second. Do I have a physic ability or any special ability? It's hard because I think that you do have a connection, but it's possibly not a spiritual one. I feel like you're very good at understanding the world, understanding the seasons. You're very clued in with the seasonal change of the world. So I think that you're very much close to Gaia themselves. Like, you could possibly just be taking in the energy of the world. So I don't think that that's a psychic energy, but it is possibly that it's tied into that. So Sabine, I did answer this yesterday, and I did tell you your answer, but you might have left before this, Sabine. Oh, there's another S in your room. Fake boo. He wants you not to hate him. He feels judged by you. He wanted to say sorry for something and repair the relationship. But as I said the other day, you can see the bigger picture and realize that that's possibly a bad thing. But yeah, I think that he feels really judged on what happened, and he's trying to make amends after the fact. So he's not really looking for the relationship back, but he still wants to have that kind of bit where he can vent to you or any of that, okay? There's 2 S's. You need to change your name. Say music. Where will be my future husband be like? Okay, thank you, Shrek. You're amazing, thank you. Take your time, guys. Choose 2 minutes and then post your question so I can slowly get down. Okay, so what will your... Yeah. Your husband is kind of a slow person. I feel like they'll be slowly doing stuff. They're very much what is it? There is kind of energies in thing, and I'm thinking Pratha, but it possibly isn't. So they're slow to get moving, but once they're moving, they kind of get things done. So they are, I would say someone like a builder, an engineer, someone that fixes things. Like IT. He would love you, but you possibly won't realize that he loves you because he might be very slow to show you that he loves you. He's not slow in the head. He'll just slowly do things. And you'll be like, yeah, can you hurry up? A cat, will you study school? I think that I said to you yesterday was that you needed to get out of your room because you're going to spend too much time in your own space, and or also like stuck in your homework, and you need to kind of talk and make friends, especially on the first day, and then you'll get better. But if you kind of stick to yourself, then it's going to be hard. Alicia says, how does my person feel about me? They feel like you're obstinate and stubborn and sometimes don't let go of an argument. You're kind of like as soon as something really means something to you, you're like, and don't let go. So they're kind of like, So they might like you, they might enjoy your company, but they do have this niggle every now and again because you like latch on to something in their conversation and don't let go. So they want you to like calm, chill. So it is Sheila. Nitish, we are going down the chat. If you do it slowly, then everybody gets their thing. Okay, so Sonia's current feelings for me. There is a new love and advice. There is also the whole idea of having children with this person. They find you very wise, but also immature at the same time. maybe you switch between these two states. Like, you'll do something wise, and then suddenly you're immature. And they are the King of Pentacles. They will look after you. They will help you out financially. But they're also like one of those people that sits there and goes, is this person worth my investments? Like, are they worth my money? So Sasha says, hi, will my past... Hello, Caroline. Thank you, Taylor. Will my past person come back to me soon, says Sasha. Oh, well, that came out. I think they're chasing the money right now. They're not going to come back anytime soon. They're very drawn to the money side of things, so they're not focusing on love anytime soon. I'm so sorry, Sasha. So Madam Mita is next. So current love reading. That's the one that you want. Okay, and then it's Caroline. Okay, so I think that you've got to realize, if you are upset with other people, if you're upset with the dating quality of your women or something like that, it's more about you. So we get what we put out. So if you are going to dates with not a dress shirt on and you don't look your best, then you can't expect your other person to look as good or to put as much effort and time into their looks. So even if you like are standing there going, oh yeah, but all of these women, it's you put out what you get back. So I'm sorry. So Caroline, of course, did you want that as a general reading? Hello, Swati. Thank you, Corvia, for looking after me. Love reading. Caroline says love reading. I think you're really scared, a scaredy cat at the moment with love. And it possibly is that you don't date online. And I've talked to friends that have never dated online. My partner I met on Tinder, actually, weirdly enough. And he is a lovely, funny guy. He was teasing me today because... story short, he went to university, I didn't, and we were talking about having kids, and he wants them to all go through school, go to university, become engineers. And I said, like, the whole idea of trade skills being like having more money than engineers. And then he's teasing me all the way home that I don't love him, I love plumbers. So, and not as a porn thing, but yeah, so yeah, I think if you're scared of being in an online space, you should try and do it. Okay, it's telling you you're too scared at the moment. Hello, also pets. As told by Casey. Hello, can I have a general reading for August, please and thank you? Okay, this is kind of weird because it's telling me that there's not a lot coming into your life for August. It's actually telling me that there's no creativity, no love, and you might feel overwhelmed. Now, this might be because there is no manifestations for August for you, and you might need to set your attentions and your manifestations for August, because we get out what we put into the universe, and if you don't have your manifestations out there, then you will never see the opportunities that come across, because you're not... It's like, you know, when people want to buy a particular car and they go, oh yeah, I like this car, and they buy the car, and next thing they see a whole road of those cars and they didn't see that before. So it is scientific. Christy, when it is quiet, or you can, let's say, if you've asked me a question, can you just wait 15 minutes and I just post your question? So you can just wait 15 minutes and I would definitely do that. So Anderson says, hi, am I going to get pregnant this year? That's a good question. Let me ask the cards for you. They're not escaping me. They're possibly scared of this question. You're possibly trying too hard. And in that kind of trying too hard, maybe it is that you know when you're trying for a kid and the other halves come in and smiled at me, so he might have been lurking in the background hearing the story. So therefore, you know, like the whole idea where they show in movies the sexy scenes and they're trying to have kids, so they get frustrated with each other because they're trying to have kids, and the lingerie is like why is this not working? I bought the sexy lingerie for it. It might be that you're just trying too hard. And it's okay to just like relax, and when you relax, you're just gonna naturally have it. So I'd say this year possibly not, because it is August, so I would say early January, February for you. So just chill, have sex when you want to. And just like go, okay, if it happens, it happens. So Ben, you have 4 or 5 people in front of you. I am facing a relationship issues. Nitish. Okay, so I am facing a relationship. I think that's a question. Yeah, okay. So Nitish, I would say so. You didn't ask with the question mark, but I'm assuming that was the question. So there is a lot of controlling behaviors that are going into this relationship. And there's also a lot of drama. I feel like on your part that your partner's picking up. And so therefore they're slowly withdrawing from you because they are dealing with that you're controlling, and like when you do something and they don't like it, you react very strongly. And that might be something that you've got to sit there and go, why is this something that I'm doing? Because that is hard. Like, why do you need this more control over this person? Abshik. After this Abshik, you'll have to wait 15 minutes for posting another one. Was happy positive changes in your love life. Stop controlling your love life that much. Love is not happy. Sometimes it's not kind. It just happens. It's the messiest part of our lives, other than when we're kids and someone has to clean us up. Yeah. So yeah, I think just let it go. Be what it is. Be what it is. Yeah. Just enjoy it. Hello, Esther. I know, Christy, it's okay, it's fine. They possibly think that I'm not going to answer, and so that's okay. Will Ace and I date? I think so. I think it's very positive for you, S. I think that there's good vibes out there. So Charlie says, should I break up with Rahul? Will it be I think so. You've got your strength cards, so you should be strong in this thing. So if this feeling of like we need to get this over, then yes, I think be strong for yourself. Okay, Twitter Flame 797, new subscriber, thank you very much. What is the Taurus thinking? Feeling about reading my messages? They they're wondering whether you needed money. So like they read the message and they're like, oh, she wants to borrow money again. So I don't know why that's like this thing. You might have to read that message again, or if you just usually were like, can I have like a little bit of money, they're thinking that you're still wanting money. So I don't know why, but that's what they're thinking. Is my boss spiritual? I think a lot of people are spiritual. I think that you can be very positive that someone's spiritual because they tend to have a grounded state. A lot of times people, what would I say, don't kind of live life with purpose, and sometimes with things. I like the cards are saying possibly not. I feel like if you talk to this guy, you would find out that he's not, but he's possibly from the past. He's had a spiritual, so his family is spiritual, but not him, and he's learned some practices of spirituality through them. But I think in general, he's non-practicing, I would feel, from that question. Luna says, may I know how M feels about me? Aw, you got the Queen of Swords. I love this card. This is me. That you are very wise and very intelligent. You can be possibly cunning, but when you're the right way up, you don't have any intentions of hurting other people. You are very, very strong-willed. You can be kind of stubborn, depending on what it is. But yeah, he feels like you are the Queen of Swords, very intelligent, hyper real. I feel like most of the time with Queen of Swords, you get what they are. Caroline says, will I be happy with a certain guy? Will we come close? I think he will, but it's going to take time because it's one relationship you have to work on, and there'll be some struggles along the way, but I think you'll both become closer, okay? Shreya says, hidden feelings about me that he has not revealed. Okay. Hello, Lady Sunshine. So what is his secret feelings towards me hasn't revealed? Well, he likes that you're kind of do your own thing. You're highly intelligent. Well, yeah, you tend to kind of do your own thing. They want to talk to you or want to create something with you. So they're not really sure how that's going to spell out. So if this is like a romantic sense, then they're interested and they do want to kind of bring themselves closer to you. This higher priestess, I feel like they're in that tangible bit before this thing happens. So they really want to do that, but they don't know what to do within that space. What's surprises me this week? I feel like there's kind of be a little bit of burnout this week. Possibly just at the start of the week, and you'll pick up your energy at the end of the week, which I would say this is like everyone's week. So I don't know why the cards are being like very generic, but I think in general, kind of cut back on junk food or bad food during the week, and you'll feel much better, because I feel like when you kind of burn out, you tend to take on a lot more bad habits during the week, and that might be a good thing to do. So I don't think that it's a surprise, but it's more like that. Pritha says, hi, do you think I'll be able to go to the studies ultimately? I think that you've got to think, okay, it is going to be a thing, but it's more up to other people, so you've got to impress other people. So this is like visas or something like that. So you have to work very extra hard to try and prove that you're good enough. So Pritha, you need to work hard, and you've got to beat most of the other people there, because it's going to be very competitive. So you really need to do that. Hello, Goddess Love. Why is my Gemini contacting me all of a sudden? Thank you guys for taking 5 minutes before you actually post your question. This is being great. Thank you. So why is your Gemini contacting you all of a sudden? They are trying to see how you feel about them. They suddenly kind of got their like their head out of their ass or toilet bowl or whatever to actually say hi. They are struggling with some things right now, and they thought that you could help them. So I don't know whether that's to come back into your life, or they just want to kind of have someone to talk to. General life and love in August. Thank you, Alexandra. I think it's good. I feel like just keep on going. You got lots of things of offering, which is great. So Ada says, how does my person think of me? Ada, what does your person think of you? You're finally the solution to all their problems, okay? There's a solution to all your problems. So it's just beautiful. So I think that you've just made them relax, and suddenly everything feels better. Will I see my boyfriend this week, says Marie. Give me 1 second. Okay, so there is a waking up to be done. I think if you don't see your boyfriend that much, you have to realize whether this is real and pure love, because I feel like in some ways he's treating you mean. In some ways, I don't mean that he's cheating on you, but he's not taking the time or opportunity to make you feel like he cares, and that's really sucky. I know that he possibly doesn't have an option of this, but yeah. Deep Shika, I think that it'll be offered to you. There's a temptation to take it. I don't think that it would be good to not work. But that doesn't mean that you have to work all the time. Okay? So there is a temptation not to work, but I would suggest that you need to like work a little bit. Okay? No worries, Christy. Doodler, I wanted to know if there's a reconciliation between me and my person. Until when? I don't think so. There might have been a time that this might comes through, but like the whole idea is like it will be like go straight through. So I don't think even if they reconcile, you're going to stay with this person, Doodler. Things have changed or the energy's changed. So, I'm sorry, Doodler. That doesn't sound good. Okay. No worries, Goddess. My name is Matamita. Karen's hidden feelings about me that haven't been revealed. I think you just come on too strong. I think. She wants you to kind of be a little bit more balanced with your approach with this, like towards this person. Because sometimes when we say like when we like someone, we can be absolutely utter fools. So sometimes this is the case, but she's interested and likes you. So what is coming towards you this week, says Goddess? Nitish, I already answered that question. I did. What's coming towards you this week? I think self-care is in order. I feel like you possibly work yourself really hard. Hello! Tassiana? Hello. So you work yourself really hard. You've got to realize the universe has your back, but you need to focus on yourself this week. Okay? So Nash. Yes, of course. Ask your question, my love. When will you get your software job? Oh my god. Stop giving me half the cards, please. That was the one that came off. So software job. I think that's depending on you. You have to show that you are worthy of this job. And how you do that is by showing your intelligence. Because you will be doing that. Okay? So it was Nitish. Go back in time. It shouldn't be that long ago. When will... Okay. So it is Aniti Pisces. Why Pisces does he spy on me? What is his current feelings and thoughts about me? Possible reconcile. I think he was curious. He's very emotionally attached to you. And so it's possible a reconciliation is very soon. So Sunil says, when I make a relationship with Sarawak, that will that destroy my image? I don't think so. I think that you've got to realize that that's a thing. Okay? Surav, you skipped me. Did I? Surav? Oh, yes, I did. Sorry, Surav. General life reading for Surav. It's kind of weird because this is kind of... I feel like you've got two women that are a little bit upset with you at the moment. Hello, Creepy. So this might be like a girlfriend or ex-girlfriend and a sister or a close female relative that is not your mom. So there is this bit where you said like this partner wants to rely on you, and this sister has her back. You possibly have need to be a little bit assertive and say what you mean to say, because you're here emotionally and you have kind of, there is a situation. How you're going to resolve it, this is Tower 1. So I don't think that you can resolve this at the moment. You just need to let it pass and actually speak up how you feel about this thing. As told by Casey, may I have a general for the month of August? I think that the month of August is good for you. I think that I told you already that you haven't put manifestations in place for August. You need to manifest what you want in August to get what you want, but it's very close to getting what you want. So that's it. Hello, Rocky, RK, and AV Jr. Hi, Cassie. Does my past person still have feelings for me? No, they don't. They've moved on. I'm sorry, Junior. They really are not stayed around for you. So Queen Bee says, what's in next in love for me, please? I'm single. I think that you've got to spread your horizons. No, actually not spread your horizons. You've got to kind of be specific. So this is reversal. I keep sometimes, because the cards are not in front of my face, they're directed at the camera and I'm looking at them. Sometimes I get confused. So you need to actually ask what you want specifically in this person. Because I think racing around trying to find someone is going to be hard for you. You need to be specific who you want. But you're very close to getting this relationship, okay? So you need to be specific, whether they have kids, whether they have money, stuff like this. So RK says, can I have a job? Can I get a job at Buddy this week? It might not be this week, RK. Keep strong, because you're doing very good, okay? Abstract, I already have answers for you about that. Tatiana, how does Diego feeling about me? I don't know if they're feeling the same way about you as you are for them, so I'm sorry. That's really hard. I hope that it kind of changes, but at the moment they're not really feeling the same way about you as you would like. Hi, Pastor Angel, Christy. Will my spiritual like my name, the Moon Dragon? Yes, I think so. I'm really excited. I'm nervous. I think they like it because it seems like you, like a very cute moon dragon. Like the little tiny dragon in the moon. Will Chris contact me? No, I don't think so. I think they're kind of leading you on and they're just like, okay, I'll text you later, and they don't. Yeah, no. Like, let them go, because they're being mean right now. Adita says, will I make romance with S? No, I don't think so. This is 2 of Cups in reverse, so I don't think so at all. Young Buddha, okay, it's fine. You will get read. What is Angmang's current feelings for me? Thank you. I think he's a little bit... He's trying to convince himself that other people will like you. So that's hard, Shavasky, because that's kind of half of the battle is that. No worries, guys. So yeah, I think that they're on the fence, like, can I bring this person home or something like that? I had an accident today. What is the universe telling me? They say that you're tempted to do these things. I don't know why that's that thing. Hello, Twilight. Give me 1 second. Just wait 2 minutes and post your question if you can, please. So therefore, it's temptation to do these things that leads to this path that you get in trouble in this accident. I don't know why it's saying that. I don't think that you're particularly part of the risky behavior, but they're telling you to be kinder to yourself, okay? So Lydia says, will good news be coming soon? Thank you guys for being patient with me. So will good news... No, I think that there's something that you've done. The fear and something's clinging is like making you cling tight to a situation. And I think that you've kind of run out of sympathetic ears for this situation. And I think you might have to just let go of whatever it is and just whatever will be. So I think that because you've been clinging on so tight to something, and everyone's giving you advice, they kind of walked away, and it's hard because by yourself, like, that's hard. So I think just let go of what you're holding on to. For Lisa, need to know if my husband will forgive and come back to me. I feel like they will, Alexa Chepiolo. I feel like they will because they realize that you are a star of the cards. You are very, very, very clever, and they understand that it wasn't your intention to make them feel that way, I think. So Celia says, hello, can I have my question? What was your question, please, Celia? Please place your question down. I possibly have already answered it, but I can definitely pull some more cards for you. What's the current feelings of R for you? They are trying to fight some things. I feel like they want to come closer, but they're struggling with some things. And some things are making it harder to come to you. So give them patience, give them time, because they're trying so hard to get to you. Ada says, where was this my ex-Scorpio makes me believe about myself that wasn't true? That you could do anything, Ada. You just need to believe in yourself because you're working very hard for that. Yeah, so that's the whole idea, is you can get out of things. Okay, so it is, so here's, what does my ex think about me? Does he love me? Did he ever love me? He possibly loved you at the time, but he doesn't love you now. Seha, and I will do your other question in a minute. Give me 1 second to go through everybody else, and then I will answer the last one. So what is my D's next actions towards me? They want you to kind of chill and relax. like there's burnout. This card is mental exhaustion or burnout, and you will get out of whatever you're stuck on. So whatever you're done with that, okay? So Log of the Weeb says, I hope my house is secure. Is that a question for me to read? Okay. There is a feeling of unsafety in your house. It possibly is to do with neighbors. If you want to install like webcams around the property, please do. There's something that it's not that it's a bad neighborhood, it's just like your neighbors don't do things that they're not going to break in, they're just doing something, I think. So it's not secure. DD, will my boyfriend of 5 years and I get married? I'm 26 Aries and he's a 28 Libra. I think he will. There is a suggestion of having a longer time together, so like a really strong connection, but it's kind of coming down to can you guys hold on to financial stability, and can you kind of work on the little small things in the relationship that are annoying each other. And that's it. I think that you're doing very well, and I think that's it. Like financial stability, work on the little things that are not working, and I think you will definitely be married. So then it's Prisha, and then it's Seliha again. Thank you, Seliha, for waiting. Will it cure soon? I don't think so. I don't think that it is going to be cured soon. I think it's because the medication's not being taken, or that the medication's not the right dosage. It will not cure at all, because I think it's an existing condition that's going to take the rest of your life, I guess. What's the next in terms of money? It kind of feels like you need to control your money and set a budget, because it's going other places and you're not controlling it. There's this feeling of it flows in and out. So you need to control it, and you need to set like a budget, because that's something that's happening. What's the current feelings of S, Adita? They are either feeling like you don't care about them and that you have left them out to the cold and you're discarding them away and not looking after them. So I feel like you can't help them with that. You can try and reassure them that you do care for them, but in general, I don't think that they're feeling particularly like great at the moment. So what's the feels for me? What S feels for me, says Among. That you are kind of a person that wants like goes their own ways, so you might be unconventional in yourself, and that might scare them a little bit, because unconventionality, if we're in a relationship, we can't really understand what the other person's going to do. But in general, you're kind of over flirting with this person. So kind of slow your flirtation down, because they're starting to get a little bit overdone with the flirtation. Abshek, I already answered that for you. Chilo says, how long will it take him to come back? It's going to be at least another year. Another year. Okay, Sailor. If I already have answered 2 questions for you, can you wait another 15 minutes and then post your next question in chat, please? Just so everyone gets a chance to get a reading today. Please, thank you. So when's the next is a relationship coming? Eternal love is coming. I think you'll just naturally fall into a relationship. It's soon. So if there is anybody around you that seems interested, you'll just naturally fall into this relationship with them. I think you're struggling not to fall in the relationship with them, but it's going to happen whether you like it or not. You're falling off this tree. Don't struggle. Don't fight it. You're going to fall into this relationship. I think the whole idea is that sometimes with tangibility, you like the idea of a relationship. You manifest a relationship. But it doesn't stay completely for long because maybe the ideas of a relationship is just too hard for someone else. We have all, what would I say? Expectations in a relationship. And sometimes our expectations are just too long. Okay? 50 minutes, please, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Selaha. It's just so I can slow down chat so I don't feel stressed and then you guys have a beautiful reading. So what do you see ultimately happening for Paul and I? Will he be asked to move in soon? I think that there's something between you, like there's an argument or something that keeps on coming up. And when it comes up, you want to prove that you're right about that. And it just keeps on growing. I don't know whether it will be that you need to, like, you're arguing about the move-in or something like that, but it keeps on coming up for you. And you need to kind of figure out how you're going to resolve this. Because when you're moved in together, everything's closer. Everything happens faster. And so therefore, the argument that might have been every single week might be every single day. So, I think that's a problem. And so therefore, just work on kind of resolving the conflicts, okay? Denise says, sorry, what do you mean? What is feelings for me? There is temptation, but there's also a phase of winter. So this is a spring. Reverse is winter. So there is like, maybe he is just dealing with other things. Like he's tempted by it, but he just... What would I say? When we're overwhelmed, we have apathy and we just don't feel one way or another. So there is the temptation, but there's just nothing behind it. So it could be that he's kind of have to warm up to you, because some people are, what would I say, pansexual, demisexual. They take a while to learn. They're attracted to the person. They're not attracted to the outside. So sometimes it means that they take a while to get to know someone. And when they get to know someone, they fall in love with them. I'm not saying that this is the person that is that. Will everything go okay on Thursday? I miss Lydia. Lydia got missed. I'm sorry. Is everything going to go great on Thursday? Yes. Yes, hands down. Who's this handsome person? Yeah, it's like King of Cups over here, beautiful, emotionally available man. Like they tend to be one of those people that'll listen very well to everything if they're in a good mood. If they're not, then it's all about themselves and their emotions. But yeah, it will go very well. Sorry, Lydia, for that. So, Gabriel, what does Bodo think about me right now? You need to kind of wake up and kind of get out of your headspace and just like realize that there is a whole new world outside. So they might think that you're a little bit more self-involved right now. So yeah. So will I get ended with S or R in the future? S and R. Okay. So S, this must be S. Okay. So this is S. So this is heartbreak. I don't think so. I don't think so. There is like a maturity aspect that you've got to kind of be a little bit more aware and wake up to yourself. In some ways, there's got to be a maturity thing that you go through. It's also like self-care. Like, water yourself. So I think that R is possibly the best bet for you. But it's also to tell you to I don't want to say grow up, but there is don't be upset. I'm sorry. This is like the cards saying be more mature, work on yourself, and then it's possibly that R will come back in your space again. My love is gone. When will I get it again? I feel like there is this kind of doom and gloom for you. I gotta tell you that you're going to do great. At the moment, you're a very intelligent person, but you keep on relying on your partner too much. So therefore, there is this reliance that they're going to look after you or care for you. Now, I think that you need to kind of be a little bit more independent when you get a relationship. But I see like a relationship very, very soon for you, okay? I would say in the next month or two. Yeah. Thank you, Sana. Thank you for the liked and shared. Thank you. So general reading for me. There is like money issues right now, or in the recent future, and I would tell you to kind of look at where your money is going to, because there is sometimes with money issues, there is a drain on money that happens while you're not looking at it. And so therefore for me, it's either try and create more opportunities for money or wealth to come in, and stop as much money going out of your account. Okay, thank you, Dee. Hello, Anil. Okay, so Ada says, what job should I apply for? If I've already if you've posted your question once, please just do it once. I'm going down the chat. I'm trying to slowly read it. So if you keep posting it, I might lose my place. So that's kind of hard for me. So what is your judge? I think it's to do with law. So judgment, a very much lawyer-based card. So it is something to do with law. So it is working with the kids that get locked up in like juvenile detention. You could possibly be someone that's looking at that. So you'll be someone to do with the judgment side of things. I don't think as a lawyer, but someone that does deal with after someone's actually got judged. So it might be that you're looking after like a warden or a prison guard, just looking after people. And I think it's to do with juvenile detention, I would say, more than adults. Will Alexander have a successful career as an artist? I think that he needs to work more on that. So he's close to what he wants. He just needs to produce a lot more work, okay? So he needs to work very hard at producing lots of things, okay? Hello, Samantha. Lydia, why was the question mark? Did that not make sense to you? How am I? I'm doing great. Thank you, Samantha. So what does Jay want to talk about when he comes over tonight? That he's not thinking that you guys are compatible. That's kind of a hard one. I would say that there's kind of a difference of opinion or something, and he wants to talk about that. So it might not be like, oh, we're not good together, but it's something to do with, okay, like we see differently. What could we do about that, I guess? So Itiaka says, when will I reconcile with my partner? I don't think anytime soon, my love. There is a burnout in this relationship that it's for both of you. This relationship went on for far too long with the problems that it had, and it was not your fault and it was not their fault, but because you were both dealing with other problems that you unintentionally brought into the relationship, it just couldn't work. And I think that if you both work towards healing yourselves, you could possibly merge back together as a couple. So that might be a while. I would suggest like start on your problems, and yeah. Abhishek, I've already answered you for that question. I did with Karen. I said that it wouldn't work out. You're absolutely correct. That was insane, Matt. Amazing validation. Thank you. What does Paul feel for me? Do you see him proposing? Says Alyssa. This is like a wait card. This is like waiting for months. So it could be, but it also seems like lethargic. So it might be that they are thinking particularly about proposing to you anytime soon. And I feel like they're kind of waiting out their days for something to happen. And so therefore it might be that you might not get your commitment anytime soon. I think that they care, but they just don't feel that it's ready or time or whatever. Okay? Okay, so after this, DD, you will be, because I've answered twice, can people that have had questions answered twice wait another 15 minutes to ask again? It just means that chat goes slower for me and everybody that's in here has time to answer for their first question. So okay, no. Where am I? I was Anjay, sorry. Okay, I will pull again. Okay? So will I get engaged this year or next year? Will he be the right guy for me? I think so. I think it's very positive that he will. It possibly might not be this year, but it's very, very soon next year, and he is the right one for you. I think there's a lot of positivity in that relationship. How could I cure that health issue? I feel like activity is something to do with how you're feeling. So there has to be more activity in your life, pressure, for it to help you. I don't know whether you'll resolve it completely, but activity will help you more. Okay, so I've checked. I will get to you, okay? I'm very sure I've answered that. I'm very sure, 100%, but I will do that again. What's my next step once I complete my master's degrees? I'm 26 of age. It's going to be hard because I can see you getting frustrated with the lack of jobs that come out of your degree. And I would say in some ways, just calm yourself. It might be that you need to do an internship or you need to do some work experience now while you're in this, because it will be kind of slow pickings once you get out. So I would suggest network now, get your contacts now, and then you get this bit where when it's stagnant, when it's not full of jobs and you're kind of really angry about like the lack of jobs, you can ring people up and go, hey, do you remember me? Do you have any jobs? So should I go to PhD in my career? Says Ithaca. Yes, you should. Okay. No worries. Thank you. If you have wanted to ask a second question, just wait 15 minutes for yourself and then post, okay? So, what is the universe tell me for my relationship with Karen? I think this is the same question. Like, this is the same card for this one. I said that there is this poverty aspect of this relationship. So it possibly would be that you get this relationship, but you are so invested in this idea of this person that you are not going to be able to deal with the reality of this situation. And you'll feel really upset and you won't know what to do because you've finally got this person. And I don't think you'll be happy with whatever is going to happen in that relationship. Okay? What is the next action of Sarah, says Anil. So that is hard. Anna's feeling frustrated right now. Anna is feeling frustrated right now, and it's not to do with you, and it's possibly not anything that you can do to stop that. They need to work on themselves first and formally, because you have to. This is not something that's negotiable. So yeah, they need to kind of stop complaining about life and do something about it. Sorry guys, my nose has just gone crazy again. Oh! Finally! I kept blowing it last time on the stream and there was nothing in it. I swear it was the most frustrating feeling in all my life. I'm sorry that you had to see that, but what is S's feelings for me? It says, Sailor. Thank you, Chantel. Hello. That's the same name as one of my sisters. Exactly the same spelling too. It's not spelled with a C. Okay, so it is S's feelings for me. They like you. They feel like you're very emotionally beautiful. Like, you care for people so much, and you have this vibe of caring for most people. And that you're very good at working on your own things. You get up, you go, okay, I'm doing this today, and you do it. You get things done, and you have your own direction in life, and I love it. So Angela says, will Rahul clear Aztec? Or will he be successful in launching his music album? I think you clear upsec. I don't know what upsec is. You have to tell me what that is. I think if he wants a music career, it's going to be... No, I've seen a lot of people put it as a C. So Chantel. So not S. So yeah, so building, I think the music will be slow. That they will be building that so slow, and also that there'll be a woman that comes into their lives, so that might be a hard one, because that is going to like be why they're not focusing on their music, and it's just going to be slow. Okay. So they need to kind of focus. Woman or no, need to make music. What's the feelings intentions of Riz towards me? That is good. They want to spend time with you, but they don't know how to approach you to do that. So it's like they want this, but they don't have any idea how to achieve it. Kind of spinning their wheels, trying to think, okay, how can I tell that person what's going on? Alyssa, maybe I should have worded that in different way, like how someone asked the same question. Will I get engaged this year and next? And I meant it like, does Paul truly feel for me? Yeah, for sure. Paul really cares about you, and I actually find you like the light of their lives. It's weird how like these cards kind of have a really intentional feel, but you bring them a lot. Like, Paul knows that you bring him a lot of joy, and that's amazing, because you've got to realize that sometimes in life, in relationships, we always have a problem. So yeah, Angela is focus on what you need to focus on, and like say to your girlfriend, concentrate. I need to concentrate, okay? But this is Alyssa. Sorry, Alyssa. Give me a second. I just needed to clarify that. So yeah, I think that he really enjoys that, and he's really wanting to offer you stuff, but not yet. because it's going to take him a while to get to you, okay? But yeah, I think that he really cares and loves you, okay? So my child's father's Martin and I will go to get married next year. I think so. I think this is a very positive card, and it actually intensely means spring. It's a celebration, it's spring. And this on the normal tarot get deck is people actually decorating the maypoles for the spring dance. So I would say about May. So I promise it will stop. So it is Ithaca's. Thank you guys for waiting that 15 minutes. If you had a second question, it's just slowed down chat so much that I can now address everybody in chat and not feel like I'm being rushed. So what is these feelings for you? It's hard because they tend to dwell very much on what you do wrong right now. There's like this picking on particular aspects of you, or maybe they just don't have the focus yet. So they're not particularly focused on you as a person. I don't know. Do you like talk to this person? Because I feel like I'm getting the vibes of you walk past this person and they do not see you. Like the girl of Ipanema or the high school crush. And like they walk completely past you and don't notice you. And you just don't have the presence that they're looking at you right now. Like there's just no feeling of like you stand your ground, they walk around you kind of feeling. So I don't know. I feel like you just don't talk to them or something. Hello, Jayella, thank you for the sub. How does Omar feel about me? We're doing some tarot readings tomorrow as well. Feel free to come by and say hi again. How does Omar feel about you? It's hard because there was something not said in the past that made this relationship get to this point. So there is something that was left unsaid that just meant that it got to a point that it was just frustrating. And I think they would like to rebuild, or they would like to have that connection, but it's going to be a slow connection. It's going to be very slow. So in general, they are feeling possibly annoyed, anxious, more about the situation than you, but most of the time in a situation we think about another person as well. Oh, okay, let's hope that that's finished. So Taylor, what's coming towards me in love, please? You a scaredy cat? Yes, you are. It's probably that you're not putting yourself out where most people put themselves out lately, and you're trying to date the old-fashioned way. And that's okay, that's fine, but you've got to realize you have to go where the people are. And you're not, and it feels like you're scared of these things. So you might have people interested in you real life, but you are too scared, and you're giving up the vibes of being scared about a relationship. And obviously when guys or girls are approaching you and you look scared, they're not going to ask you out, because they're like, oh no, she's scared of me, or he's scared of me. Like, okay, then What is Marco's current feelings? Is Marco currently feeling about me? I pulled like the king card. In search of balance, this is hard because this is a male card. Unless you're male yourself, it gets really confusing for me. The King of Swords is intelligence, wise, influential. He gets what he wants. So it's kind of weird that you got a male card when you ask about you. Can we clarify, please? Can we clarify, cards? He's possibly a troublemaker. So I think it's more about you, like him, than you. And I feel like the cards are telling you that he's a slight playboy. So it's like, do this at your own risk, I feel. Because this tells me that he's a troublemaker. So whether or not you want to keep on going with that is just... there is no less money. It's just that I'm trying to slowly go down the questions. So... yeah, you can skip back. You can skip back live. You could skip back to your answer. Sorry. That's bad. What does H feel about me? Really good things. They find you as tasty as a cat finds a plate of sardines. So you don't think that I'm insulting you thinking that you are as tasty as a plate of sardines. This cat is hungry for this plate of sardines. Like, can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! So yeah. Okay, so Archie says, what does Rahul's feelings for me? Does he think of marrying me? Yes, I think that there is a definite feeling of wanting you to alter himself. It is also that he wants to do the right by you, so he wants that kind of justness and fairness. Hello, Ada, how are you? Hello, Sarah. What does female Gemini feel about you? They like you. They like you. They're interested in you, but they would like if you stop being so... I think there's a lot of like control words that you use around this person. Like, oh yeah, when we do this, or like, I want to do this with you. Like, there's no question. It's like, oh yeah, what do you think about today? Or something like that. There is a lot of kind of control and grip on this situation. And I think you just need to chill, relax. But yeah, they really find you as a really good option in life. So they're really interested in you. So Prissy Taylor's like, lol, yes, I'm shy. Stop being such a scaredy cat. If you need some help on your profile, come back and I'll help you, okay? What's coming towards you in love? I think this is a judgment card, which is kind of weird when you ask a love question. Let me think about this one, okay? I have to think about this for a second. I think the cards are telling you that you need to be... Okay. I can feel it now, okay. they want you to dress up. There's something that you like. They want you to look smart. There's something to do with the way that you kind of pull yourself off. You're not as like this, like you don't have the swagger yet, and they want you to kind of realize that you physically are not giving off this vibe. Which is weird because that's a judgment card, so it's like, why did that happen? Hello Ada. When I was 10, my mom found 2 watches in my bag. I accused them of stealing them. I didn't, but no one listened. I second my I don't know, will you see? Did you reach out and grab a bag that might have not been yours? Like, would it be possible that that bag was not yours? And that it was like a school bag? Maybe a school bag. You picked up someone else's bag and took it home with you and never realized. Would that be a problem? So Alyssa is correct. You can go back in time and see ending questions that you answer. So therefore, that if you have the 5-second slowdown, which I do all the time, I am very bad at going, hey, what? In about 5 seconds, depending on how many tabs I have open. So yeah, you can go back in time at any point of time and watch the whole stream again. My name is Matama. The universe tells me what I should do with my relationship with Karen. I think that they're telling you you have a one-track mind and you need to kind of stop being so one-tracked. Kind of look out of your box and see that there is a bigger space. So they're kind of working on like, hey, stop focusing your awareness to everything else as well. I don't think so. I think you just picked up the wrong bag. I want to know how Sue feels about me. I think they're hanging on to not like being in a relationship with you, but they're just like trying and struggling, and they're going to fall off into this relationship soon. Hello, Kai. Is my Taurus a person rife? I don't know why. That was not my intention to bring out the same card. Yeah, I think they are because we had a little bit of buffering there. Did everyone get through there okay? Okay? I hope everyone was fine to that. So your person's right for you because you're struggling. You're holding on to not like being in this relationship. Fall into it, honey. It's waiting for you, okay? So, will my crush Shaz actually date in the future? I don't think so. I think that you're very flighty, and that will be very confusing, okay? So you have this nervous energy about you. And you might not make her feel at ease. So that can be something that you can work on. Just be more calm around her. That seems really hard. I'm sorry about that. Should I go to Abacus or online business? Whatever happens, there is this call that you still are in a point of time that you won't get a lot of money from this, and if you are frustrated about money, you'll be frustrated about anything, okay? So I feel like whatever you do, realize it's going to cost money. And if money is important to you, either you'll have to have a loan or you'll have to kind of save money and try to do it as cheaply as possible. Magic. Okay. It was exactly the same card for Cece. It was that your C is going to fall into a relationship with you. They're struggling not to be in a relationship with you, but they are falling into the relationship very quickly, okay? They are struggling, but they're full of thing. Paul is fully committed and honest. Ooh. I think he's dodging a bullet. He's trying not to say anything that will make you feel like he wants a commitment. And I feel like that's because he's possibly been hurt in the past, and he really doesn't want to give you that before he knows how you is going to react. Yeah? Okay? So that's the hard part. I feel like he is not being honest with you. It's just that he doesn't want to show his feelings. Because if you knew, then you have that emotional ownership of how he feels. Dee says, feeling stagnant in life, what's holding me back from being successful career-wise? I think that you don't feel like there's a lot of options. There is this feeling that you tend to feel that there's not enough options for you. And this is kind of weird because it feels more headspace orientated. And I would suggest to you is like, you've got to realize there's 8 billion people on the planet. There is over, 26, more than 26 different countries to go and visit. There is millions of different jobs that you can take every single day. Some of them aren't trained, depending on what you want to do. You have to realize that you've closed your possibilities down to almost zero. And so you need to realize that that's why you feel stagnant, is because you are doing everything every single day the same way over again. It's like the Kafka-esque machine. If you don't know about Kafka, he used to write these science fiction novels about the whole idea that you would get in a bureaucratic line, and then you would go and do a form, and then you would go and you essentially was on a treadmill for the rest of your life. So that can be the hardest part. Victoria says, what does the universe want me to do regarding P? I think the whole idea is that they want you to be happy. If this happiness is this person, then cling on to it. If it's happiness that you can find somewhere else and you're not happy, then they want you to move on. So it's like this kitty cat is playing with these things, having this enjoyment of life. So yeah. No, there isn't Kaigi. There is no list. Just put your question down. Prinyaka says, if I message S, what will be his reaction? Sorry, guys. My vocal cords today. I might have to finish in a little bit. Because I have done these things and yeah. What if I message S, what will be his reaction? He'll enjoy actually getting to be around you. You're kind of a breath of fresh air, very playful, possibly younger, and so that's a thing. I think that is. So that is a thing that you need to realize, that they would like to see you. So don't worry, message away. Mila says, hi, can you tell me if my ex Diamond is incarcerated? Oh my god. Let me see if there's no like kitty jail card, unfortunately, so we'll have to infer that. We are doing the cat tarot. That's why, like I said, there's cat. I think like they were in jail, or they were in possibly like a smaller security prison. They're going to get bail soon, okay? So that they did something, but it wasn't that serious. So it might have been that they did good behavior or something like that. So that's yours, Mila. So they're going to get out soon if they haven't told you, if they aren't in contact with you. Will I be able to go and get a scholarship for going to university in London? Says Tassimia. You really emotionally invested in this, right? You have all your hopes and dreams of this. It's really hard because for me, there is this bit that you might need to be logical and you need to be practical about this situation. So if it's college, you've got to read through all their requirements, because I think that in general, when you're very emotional about something, you're very close to something and you need to be very practical wise. And you need to kind of work on the requirements that they need you to do, because you could write this really impassioned essay about why you want to go, but if you don't actually fill the requirements, then you won't be able to go. So you need to study that scholarship very, very closely. So Alyssa says, you're incredible and so spot on. Will my financial situation get better soon? I have money coming in, but I don't know if it'll be when it'll come. I think it'll soon. I think it's soon. Have you checked your account today? I feel like something got cleared today. And something's in your bank account. It might not be this, but you got something coming in today, I feel. So it could be that you might need to wait another week for the other money, but you've done pretty good today, okay? So it is... Actually, I've remembered something because you said bank and I was like, oh shit. Sorry for swearing. I was supposed to contact the bank today and forgot. I am the model of a very proper modern tarot reader. Sometimes I'm very careful. I'm like, I feel this, and then I'm like, wait, did I actually contact the bank? Sorry, Karachi, it's not about me, it's all about you, okay? So yes, you'll find love. I think that you've got to realize that you've got control over finding love, and you need to kind of put that controls in place. Plan where you're going to meet someone, but yeah, you'll meet them. You'll enjoy their company. They'll be exactly what you want, possibly cooking breakfast and sharing meals together. But yeah, I think that it's beautiful and vibrant, so you will definitely find love. How will I go to EDC with R? Says Alanta. I hope that there's something that it feels like it cleared something clear today. I don't know. You might have got just a refund or something. Go to EDC with R. I think that no worries. So I think you will, but I think you'll have to pay your own way. So I think that you will. It might be a little bit slow, because you might need to save up. But as soon as you save up, yes, you will get there. So Gisela says, "Hey Cassandra, what do I know regarding my love life?" Oh no. Okay. Right. It's like I don't know, but he's cute and adorable. This cat feels like he's got stuck on this toilet paper, and he's like wrestling the beast of the toilet paper, and he's got it stuck around everywhere. And possibly the owners walked in and gone, "You bad kitty cat," and he's just like, I survived the toilet roll monster, but he's stuck now. So I think that it might be that you're stuck on past relationships. You need to let go, and if there's anything that you're stuck on with exes, I would say light yourself a candle, thank the, like maybe even do like what I would do, and I'm telling you because this would help you. Write down every name of an ex that comes to your mind. Thank them for their time. Light a candle, thank them for their time, and burn that. Make sure not to burn your fingers, but say thank you very much. I will let you go now. Thank you for being in my life, and let them go. Okay? It might be good because it's symbolic. It's about like giving yourselves that time. Shrek says, Sejal and I love each other. Would Sejal and I... No, I don't think so, Shrek. There is a bit of getting frustrated with each other and looking at other options here. So it might be that you guys are young and you possibly don't know to have a relationship outside of each other. And that could be hard. Okay? So you need to realize that with a connection, a mature connection, you need friends, you need family, you need to have your time away from each other. So Manchu says, hi, current feelings of why for me. Oh my god, do I have nothing to drink? Okay, so why for you? I think you have to plan this connection. I think you have to plan this connection a lot, because I don't think that that's going to help. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so this is a bit sorry. I'm lost now. What was it? How have I lost my track? I have lost my track. I think this is who was it? Okay, I'm going to shuffle and I'm going to do ASs because I completely lost my train of thought. Okay? So life-changing event coming towards a future? If yes, what kind? I think for me, there is a feeling of getting out of a box, out of a comfort zone. But you have to really want to get out of that comfort zone because you're going to get scared of leaving it. And so therefore, it's like something, if you are comfort zone on a relationship, if you're comfort zone on life, you've got to realize that you've got to open that box out for other things. So I don't think it will be a life-changing event, but it has to be something that you choose. Can the people coming into chat wait 2 minutes before you post your questions, please? And then it gets me slower. Will I get a mission? I'm in Daria next year. Yes, you will. This is card of new love, so yes. Okay, so we got up to Maju. So I'm sorry, Maju. I completely lost my place and I skipped a lot of people doing so. Current feelings of why for me, I feel like there is something that's left unsaid that it just has kind of built up. And now, I'm not saying to apologize, but kind of realize that maybe you are still creating this part. It's in the past, so it's not current, but you might be still scratching the furniture. So kind of realize sometimes when your manner or something is quite abrasive, okay? So it might be that you might need to be nicer to them. Okay, so Hashita, I'm trying to make sure that I don't say it like I said it before. Will new life come in? I think that there is a possibility of a new connection. Though saying that, there is a call to be honest. Because I feel like when you're not honest about what you want, you kind of it's like sitting there going, I can be what you want to be. Me to be, and that is really self-destructive on yours because you're always scurrying around doing everything for someone else and not doing it for yourself. So yeah, I feel like there is, and also to realize that sometimes that not all things come from a relationship, and try to find something else that keeps you occupied, that you love, like a hobby or something that you can do while you're in that relationship. Sorry guys, my throat is starting to, so it's possibly time to call it. That doesn't mean that I'm calling it on the questions that are already here. I would never do that. But can you put down list is closed down the bottom of chat? please. I've never talked this much in my life. Okay, who's coming towards me in love, says Cherish. It's hard because I would say who's going out of your life for love. Do you keep leaving a back door open in a relationship? Yeah? Is that what you do? And so they keep coming back, but they don't stay. And I would suggest, like, if that's the case, close that door. Because I think that whoever's coming back in your life is not particularly great for you, okay? Stephanie Sands. Will my boyfriend and I get through this hard time? Yes. Obviously, some things have fallen down. Thank you so much for putting the list is closed on the end. Thank you so much. Yes, so you had your tower moment. Things really fell down for you, but you're going to be able to rebuild it. But make sure that you put a strong foundation down base, which is love, commitment. I think it's commitment and desire are the three pinnacles of a relationship. So you need to have love, like passion, commitment, and intimacy. And that's how that, like, a relationship works. And you have to at least have two of those. So Sophia says, will I be successful in your business? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. That's amazing. Yes. Treat your clients kindly and they will come back. Where will Seagull contact me? Thank you, Edie, for waiting 15 minutes. You have been a really amazing person today. Thank you. When will Seagull contact me? Well, you have to put yourself... Jesus Christ. It's like my throat gets tired. Maybe it's just me. Let me breathe and then I will get into the next one. So Shrek says, will Seagull contact me? Well, you need to balance out your feelings here. Because I think that a lot of your life is kind of not great at the moment. And you need to balance your light out first. And then they will come back to you. Or, yeah, so there's dots, like, you don't seem like you're calm right now. And that's possibly what is not attracting them. So... how should I show the Pisces that you care for her? I think she knows. I think she knows, Edie. Possibly stop trying so hard, okay? She knows that you care for her, okay? Yay! Will I be successful, happy someday? It's hard, Alyssa, because it depends on what your definition of happiness is. I usually say to people, happiness is a choice. You wake up in the morning and you could sit there and go, okay. And I do know that that's an ableist perspective. I'm not on any medication for depression. I do not have bipolar. I'm pretty much atypical. And I can understand there's a lot of struggles out there, especially if you're in physical pain all the time. That would be really hard to deal with. So yes, I think, Alyssa, that you will be what you want in life. You'll have your playmate, you'll have all your mousy toys. Yes, I would say without a doubt, because I think also your frame of mind when it comes to life is quite positive. So anything that happens to you in life that is good, you just are absolutely ecstatic about, okay? AR, you miss me? Oh, I didn't. I did not. No, I didn't miss you, AS. I did not miss you. I said that there was a thing. Did you? No, I did not miss you, AS. I told you that it depends on your comfort zone. So you need to open up your comfort zone to let things in. Because at the moment, it's depending on you. Shrek, I said yes for your reading. Oh. Okay. Will me and Sujal date? Will it? No. No, I think that Sujal will just leave. So, yeah. Gisela says, thank you so much. I didn't date anyone ever. Gisela, it might be then past relationships that are not your dating. So if there is something there that you can think of, like, let's say, like, parents, like, if your parents got divorced, you might not feel like that's a great relationship. Like, one of my friends, it really affected her dating life and everything. So that can be hard. Wally says hello. Did you put down your question? How does P feel about my energy? They really like it. They're trying to struggle not to show you that they like it, but they do. They're just like falling in love with the shambles that can be your life a little bit, I feel. Hi, what moves do you see Christopher making towards me soon? Oh, Jesus Christ. Not good moves. I feel like they got really... They're not really going very well with their lives. Benita. And they're feeling like that no one cares about them. They're not emotionally listened to. So you might be their rock, you might be their support right now, but they aren't going to move towards you until, like, they are feeling better about themselves. So yeah, so I feel like at the moment you need to listen to them. You need to be there for them to feel like you support them. So is Shivali still here? Because Shivali and Shivali didn't actually answer a question. Okay, so should I deal with Gemini at this time? Realize that you have plenty of options dealing with him. And you can choose a couple. I wouldn't say ignoring him completely, because that's going to make him more dealing with everything. So yeah, I feel like just take your time to do that. Shrek, why do you get like really like frustrated when I read it wrong? Of I am Idori. Well, yeah, so it's still really good. So Healer, we have list closed as today. So this is a list done. I'm doing Shreks because, yeah. Yeah, you will get in, okay? So we're finished for today. Follow me. I will, what am I saying follow? Subscribe. We're back tomorrow with tarot readings for 2 hours. So 2 hours before this time, okay? Lots of love and energy to all of you. Have a great rest of your day. Turn on notifications too, because obviously with YouTube it's really bad. So yeah, Shrek, that person's getting in, okay? A single, lol. Oh. Take care. Love to you all. Good night, guys. The list is closed, unfortunately. Sailor, come back tomorrow, please. Please. Or I have to do at least 6 more readings. And I'm going to lose my voice for tomorrow, okay? Bye, guys.